The title of this mini podcast is Complete, Completed. I'm going to attempt to draw a couple of distinctions between complete and completed. The first distinction is that we are all complete. That means we have all we need to be whole right now. The second distinction is that we have uncompleted missions that help us discover that we are already complete. It's one thing to say we're complete, it's another thing to know it without reservation. Knowing we're complete takes a bit of completeness boot camp. There are certain things that need to be completed before we know we are complete. Here's a partial list. 1. Know that you're not your thoughts. 2. Know that you're deeper than anything you claim to be. 3. Stop arguing for your limitations. The biggest obstacle to uncovering our completeness is divorcing ourselves from the thoughts in our head. That doesn't mean eradicating and not visiting with those thoughts. It just means to live in separate houses now, just like a lot of people did before they were married. At one time, we had no thoughts in our head, yet we were perfectly functioning human beings, albeit a bit smaller and smellier. But then we collected a bunch of thoughts and concepts that started to shape who we've become to believe we are. You are no more your thoughts than you were before you had them. Who were you before you had your thoughts? You were complete. Thinking is a wonderful thing. We just aren't the things we think about. We are separate and apart from those thoughts. Finding the depth beneath your thoughts will have you lay claim to a new identity, one that doesn't have parameters shaped by thoughts. You can think from now until the time that you can no longer think, and never figure out who you are. Finding you takes an absence of thinking. You can't think your way to being complete. We need a time out from our thinking in order to discover our depth, our completeness. To borrow and adjust a phrase from the orange growers, a day without mind calming is a day without sunshine. Find a way to calm your mind and make it a daily ritual. There are countless ways to do this. Find the one that works for you. It helps you complete your path to completeness. Finally, stop telling people who you aren't. That's just another way of attempting to be your thoughts. Even when you define yourself as not being something, you limit yourself by being that label. Thoughts about who you aren't are thoughts about limitation, which just keeps you in the thinking mode and incomplete. Again, some things to reflect on to complete your mission. 1. Know that you're not your thoughts. 2. Know you are deeper than anything you claim to be. 3. Stop arguing for your limitations. Complete this assignment, and when you do, you'll have 3 less things to think about, and you'll know you're complete. All the best, John.